What up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the new Dreamsurges, and at the end of the video I am going to purchase the mount from the shop and the two toys and show them off, as well as the other one that you get from farming a certain little small event, and once you get it you combine them. And I also want to go over the things you can do with the tokens that drop if they're not needed, and just to get a little advice on everything, because this event it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's very chill. You can do it at your own pace, or you can knock it out super fast, and that's really what I want to go over in this video. So further ado, let's get into it. Just to cover super fast what Dreamsurges are, they're a new event that Blizzard just released, and pretty much you'll see while I'm sitting over it right here, every week there'll be a new zone where Dreamsurges are going on, and pretty much everything in this zone can drop this currency right here. And there'll be a weekly quest that you can do that will give you one of these right here, the Dreamsurge crystals, and you can buy 415 gear. It's pretty much nothing but catch up, but it is something you can do. There's another vendor right here, it took me a while to even realize it, that will sell lower ones, but these will be your super fast gearing if you want to send alts. But what we're focusing on in this video is pretty much the mount, the two toys, and that's pretty much it other than this one. So let's go ahead and get into the Dreamsurge currency. The first currency we're going to go over is this one right here, the Dreamsurge Coalescence. Now this can pretty much be gotten from pretty much everything, from world quests to any mob in the area. I'm not positive about mining and herbalism. I don't think so, but I could be wrong on that one. Let's see, world quest. I did this event right here, the Citadel. I got one. I did it again and didn't get it. And then there's going to be a lot of rare mobs. So the biggest one I've seen is the rare mobs. In the zone that you're in, a big text will pop up on your screen right here and in your chat, and it'll say some whatever rare has been empowered. If you can get there fast enough before people burn them down, that's your main source. You'll get between 20 to 25. The other one that I would highly recommend doing, as that guy just took, are these orbs that are just floating around all over the area. There's also, let's see if we can find some. Yeah, right here. You see this orb? As soon as you fly through those, it'll give you between 1 to 5. So there we go. I got 3 there. And the other thing that's spread out all over the place are these right here. I don't have tooltips on right here, but they're like a flower plant, shiny. It'll also give you 1 to 5. So how I was doing them, and I was getting them pretty daggone quick. See, there's the rares. I will also mention, as this was happening to me and I was wondering what was going on, and then it started making sense. It seems that the empowered one, even if they're popping up over here in the Citadel, you can only get the essence once a day on that character. See how that popped up right there? It said it's being empowered. It's probably over here, and I can't see it because I've already killed it for the day. So you can only kill your rares once. And then there's also going to be another event that we're going to talk about that drops the other currency. So my recommendation of how I've been doing it, and I've gotten, a pretty good amount, is whenever rares spawn, always go do those. And once they're not up, just cruise around. Just look for the flying green orbs and just grab those. And if you see the empowered ones, you can grab or the powered little plant things on the ground. You can go grab those. I will also mention I have mining, and some of the areas have the broken walls that we used to, you could click to go through. A couple of those I've gone through, I've had 2 of the plants inside, so those are worth checking out. Pretty much anything you kill do, but there's another green one right there. They have a pretty good distance on them, but my recommendation honestly is to focus rares when they're not up. Just go look for the green orbs, and if you see them power plants, go ahead and grab those. And then there's an event that I'm about to talk about that's actually about to spawn, so I guess I'll head over there. Well, let's go to that one. Right now I'm heading to the event, and it spawns every hour and every hour and a half. But as you can see right now, it says it's 6:30. Well, I've noticed it won't spawn or pop up on the map until the hour 01 or every 31 minutes. And it seems, see, there it goes, and there it is on the map. It'll be this fire circle, and it seems to spawn in the same place every time. After this event ends, and we'll see I can't see it at the moment, but there'll be a little bar, and once it fills up, the main boss will come out, and as soon as you kill him, you will get these, and as soon as you get 20 of those, you can craft it and make them out. One thing I've noticed, since it spawns every hour 01 and every 31 minutes, you could technically just leave an alt here. I don't see any reason not to. You can just, if you didn't feel like, being in the zone all the time. That way you could just sit here or log in when you need it, kill them, have the currency, then log back out and log back in every single time you want to do that until you have 20. We'll say the last boss will drop anywhere between 1 and 3. So if you're lucky, you can definitely knock it out in a day. It all depends on how many drop, but you could, how much hours you want to log in and do it. Other than that, there is one other way, but I want to mention it because I've seen plenty of people trying to do it and it's bugged. So I know there's one in here. There's little portals right here. Now you're supposed, see, there's somebody sitting there trying to do it. You're supposed to be able to click these and solo them or do them with a group or whatnot. But for some reason, Blizzard has messed it up, or it's only being a friendly target and you can't use it at all. So once they fix that, you'll be able to solo this, and I think you at least get one. I don't know if you can get any more of those at the last little, I guess, end boss, but it can be done solo, and that's something to look forward to. And I guess next week or whatever, because they should be looking toward fixing that. But at the moment, the big event is the only one that can do it, but honestly, it's super quick if you schedule it right. So since I went over those two, I want to go over a super quick thing about the tokens. So be right back. So while you're out killing rares and doing that event, you'll be getting tokens, and all these tokens can be sent to your alts or whoever you need them to. The only downfall is they're going to be completely random. So you might get plate wares, or you might get cloth, or you might get mail, but you can send them to whoever you want. But if you don't need them, that's why I wanted to do this quick little session of what you can do with them if you don't need them. So first is obvious. If you need it on your main, if you came back to the game, or you got an alt you want to send it to them for gearing. The second is for Mog. So I'm pretty sure it's this one right here, this set. So if you don't have any of these, you can send it and check your alts to see if they need it. Even if they don't have or need the item level, you can complete the set. The next one is basically Mog 2. If you have your catalyst over here completely, I guess you can't, but over here that turns your gear into tier sets. If you don't have your tier set yet, you can put these in them, and I think this one will only give LFR, but you could upgrade it and then get the normal 2. Not positive about that, but you can use it because there is a limit on your catalyst. You don't just stack, stack, stack. I think it's 8. It could be 7 or 8. So it could be a reason to use it if you want a different version of your tier set. The other one is if you have a enchanter. So you could send those to them and they can just disenchant all, or, you know, the ones they can use. So if it say it's just, say your mage, they can only use these. But at least it's something they could, you know, use for crafting. If nothing else at all, you got no other reason, at least use it before you sell it. So say right here, these pants, say I don't need them. If I sell it right now, I'm only going to get 5 gold. But if I sit there and you open it, I'll be able to sell it for at least 82. I know it's not gigantic or anything, but at least you're making more of a profit than just chunking it for 5 gold. It takes a couple seconds just to click the ones that you need. And even these, like if an alt doesn't even need it, or the Mog or any of that stuff, just send it to them, let them open it, and give you a little extra gold on the side. So with all that stuff being said, let's go ahead and buy the mounts and the toys and see what they look like. Alrighty, so now we are at the vendor. We are going to buy the Duskwing Una. There's that one. We're going to buy the Dreamsurge Remnant and the Dreamsurge Defenders. Alrighty, well, let's head over here and check these out. Alright, let's do the toys first just to get those out of the way. Let's do the Dreamsurge Remnant. Let's see what this does. I'm guessing it just turns everything green. It gets little sparkles everywhere. Experiencing the memory of a Dreamsurge. Well, if that's something for you, there's that one. And now let's check out the Dreamsurge Defenders. Oh, and by the way, I think both of those are on 30-minute cooldowns. That one is, and I'm pretty sure the other one was. So let's use this. That's what I figured it was. There's one of these buffs out here that looks just like that. It's pretty cool though. If you want something like that to run around with, how far? Well, it's up for 30 minutes. So, well, honestly, if you wanted to keep it up for 30 minutes, it'd be right there. Let's see if that cooldown will go away if I take this off. Ah, that's the bad part. I've seen some that if you kick it off, it will, but I guess it will stay on that 30-minute cooldown. It does look pretty neat though, if you're one of those. Alright, so let's get into the next one. The Duskwing Una. Alrighty, I guess they fixed it. At the beginning, some people were complaining that if you bought this, it wouldn't even show up in the mount journal. So you had to make a macro to summon it. Let's go ahead and mount this guy. Looks kind of like the other ones. It's another one to the mount collection. I like how they run. But this is the one from that event that I was talking about. You can just log into an alt or go to there every hour, hour and a half. So let's craft it. And right here, the renewed Magmoth. And there we go. Just the yellow version of the blue ones and all. I think it's about the same. Just I like the mammoths though. So I hope this one gave y'all a little bit of insight of how the Dreamsurge work and how fast you can honestly do them. They're really not that bad. I know they're not breaking the mold or anything, but it's really just a catch up event and more of just a chill to relax one. Honestly, you could throw on a movie, throw on a series, just do it and watch that, do this in the background. I mean, there's really nothing to it. I was actually surprised how fast I was getting the Dreamsurge Coalescence. It really wasn't bad at all, and I've got a mage and demon hunter. So this has been, they just been sitting there. So I've been sending them those. It really hasn't been that much. Plus, if you have a miner or a herbalism, it helps to stop every once in a while, grab a herb, grab a miner for that weekly knowledge. But it's really up to you, however you want to do it. Oh, and there's also the experience buff going on. I have no idea how good it is with killing rares, if it's fast or not. The only reason I'm not doing that is because in 3 weeks we've got this one coming up, the Turbulence Time Ways, which I'm pretty much, that's all I'm going to be using for leveling all my other alts, which, if I'm not mistaken, it gives a ton of experience and should be pretty good. But hopefully that wraps up and it'll help someone out getting it done, because honestly it's really not that bad. I just wouldn't go ham on it unless you absolutely want to, because that's what I did. But just take your time. The game's supposed to be fun. Enjoy it. Until next time,